Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 79 on the Mana Leak. I'm John as always, and this week the flashback drafts are 10th edition. 10th edition, of course, is a nothing but reprint set, and it's not very fun. So we're not going to do it. We're going to do something just a little bit different. Alright, so this is something very, very different indeed. This is MTG Battlegrounds. This is a very old game from 2003. It came out on Xbox, the original one, as well as Windows PC, and it was a complete re-implementation, imagining / offshoot of Magic the Gathering. There are no real cards involved in this. There's no battlefield. Well, there's a battlefield, but it's not the battlefield you think of. And it's just a very strange game overall. But we're going to jump into this game and we're going to play some quests. We're basically going to go through the tutorial and kind of get a handle on this game. This might be something I actually do a weekly series of if it's interesting enough, if you guys want to see me kind of play through this. It would not replace Wacky Wednesday. It would be probably on a Friday or a Monday or something like that. But let me know if you want to see more of this game. But this is going to be the lovely cinematic intro. Very 2003-y.
And I remember the day I left that place. Forever. I remember the feeling, the knowledge even, that I was destined for greatness. But most of all, I remember Thea, my mentor and confidant. I had never seen her so troubled.
Your training is at an end. It is time you met your destiny.
For reasons long forgotten, three mighty duelists fought an epic battle. Of hatred, betrayal.
So I don't actually think you're a planeswalker in this. I think you're just a mage on whatever plane this happens to be. Because of course anybody can cast spells. Planeswalkers just have the ability to jump from plane to plane. But it's a weird game. It's an action-y kind of fighter. There's almost a slight MOBA feeling to it, long before MOBAs were even a thing. It's very strange, you'll see. This is also the first time I've watched this cinematic. The story doesn't quite seem to make much sense, or arguably be that important. This, of course, is one of 3 or 4 Magic video games that exist. There's one very good one that I got the day it was released, way back in I want to say 95 or 96. It's now called Chandalar by most people, but it was just called Magic the Gathering by Microprose. And it was just a full implementation of the card game. But there was a really cool quest, walk around the world, fight monsters by dueling them in a game of Magic kind of game. I definitely look to play that a little bit on the channel at some point as well. I do still have my old copy of that, and it still mostly runs. Anyways, Chapter 1, Enter the Duelist. Welcome to the Mana Leak. As an initiate, you must learn how to cast spells of various types, and then learn the best ways to combine them. You will earn 1 red spell for most of your quests. Red spells reflect the power of fire and chaos and are well known for their aggressive nature. You will need them all to defeat the supreme green duelist, Multani. Yeah, they never really say the word planeswalker at all. And acquire his fragment of the talisman. So we're going to go to the Mana Glade, and we're going to learn about mana crystals. So mana crystals rise from the ground, and they are these floating orb thingies of energy. So we're going to grab one of them, and that's going to fill up our mana bar. We've got a red circle now at the top, up underneath our life bar, and that indicates that we can cast 1 mana spells. And when we cast a 1 mana spell, that orb is going to go black, and then it'll slowly regenerate. So we can grab a second one, so now we can cast 2 mana spells. And the orbs appear faster the faster you collect them, so you want to get them the second they appear. So there we go. We got that one the second it appeared. So we now have 3 mana, which means we can cast 3 mana spells. And so we're good to go. So now we can jump back into the attack training. So yeah, you can attack. You can attack creatures that are coming at you, as well as the duelist, to deal 1 damage. You want to run towards them as you attack for the best chance of hitting it. Your attack also works on flying creatures, so you do have reach, which is always good. So we can attack, but I'm going to have to reset my settings. Just one quick second here. There we go. Now I can... Nope. Can I attack? I can't attack. There we go. Now I can attack. So it's time to practice your attack on another creature. It is possible to attack a creature before and just after it attacks you. Obviously, before would be significantly preferable. So now there's this elf coming at us, and it's going to come at us, and it's going to try to hit us. It's going to hit us once, and then it'll respawn back at the not Planeswalker, the Duelist on the other side. But we hit it after it hit us, so we dealt 1 damage, killing it. You cannot use your attack to damage a creature while it is fighting another creature. Good to know. I wasn't aware of that, and I've already played through this tutorial once. Attack 4 more Defiant Elves. So they're going to come at us. You can see they've got a little green thingy. That's their power. That means if they hit us, they're going to do 1 damage. You picked up a mana shard, so when you kill a creature, they drop mana shards, which help refill your mana a little bit faster. Missed that totally, and he respawned. So you have to really time it exactly correct to kill them. So they've got the little green bar. That means they have 1 power, so if they hit us, they're going to do 1 damage. And they have 1 little orange bar. That means they have 1 toughness, which means they can take 1 damage. So they are, for all intents and purposes, a 1/1. I have no idea what the other little symbol means. I haven't seen that, or I can't remember that. But yeah, we're going to just continue killing them. So I've crossed over to the enemy territory. So you notice this green line in the middle. You cannot cross over for more than a few seconds, more than a couple of seconds actually, until you start taking damage. So you can't just run over and just hit your opponent 20 times. You have to be casting spells. Alright, let's do some shield training. So we can press the control key to activate a shield that reduces most damage to you by half. It's pretty handy. So our opponent here, so there's the shield. So our opponent is now going to cast Elvish Warriors instead of Defiant Elves. You see, they're a 2/3. So if we put a shield up, they hit us for 1 instead of 2. So we do half the damage to us. So we're going to shield ourselves against some elves to finish up this level. Let's just move here so it goes a little bit faster. So we can smack him too. So you see he respawned, but he has 2 life left now. So we're actually going to kill him this time around. And I believe the shield does take mana, so you see my mana slowly emptying up there. And there we go. We beat her through shielding. That's not how most matches actually work. So we're out of mana, so you want to conserve your mana shield to just before the elf attacks you. Otherwise you're going to be in trouble. Alright, so we got a spell. We are in fact a mage. We're going to be casting things, and we're going to be casting creatures. We got Goblin Hero. It's a 2/2 creature. That means that it's going to do 2 damage if it hits our opponent, and it's going to be able to take 2 damage before it dies. So we now have a spell book at the bottom, and we're going to be casting some goblins. So Goblin Hero requires 2 mana, so we need to get the 2nd mana, and we can cast it. So we picked up enough to cast it. We cast a Goblin Hero, and now it is going to run over and try to hit him. It's going to hit him for 2. And then it's going to respawn back on our side. And this guy's nice. He's not going to cast any other creatures. And we can cast up to 5 creatures. So we're going to continue getting mana until we can cast a bunch of these and deal him 20 damage. Okay, so he hit one of my creatures. So the one on the right that just attacked him, this guy here... Oh! There's friendly fire. Good to know. Do not hit your own goblins or they die. So I was demonstrating he had 1 life left, and then he had no life left. But we've unlocked a sorcery spell now, Engulfing Flames. It deals 1 damage to the closest enemy creature or duelist. If a creature takes damage from this spell and is destroyed before it respawns, it cannot regenerate. So there are creatures that have regeneration. So at the beginning of each duel, you can build your spell book. Currently, we have 2 spells, so there's nothing we need to do. But you can have 3 sorceries, 3 creatures, and 3 enchantments. But we're going to continue on and learn how to use Engulfing Flames. So yeah, Engulfing Flames does 1 damage to the closest thing. So we can do Engulfing Flames, and it kills that Defiant Elf there. Now, of course, it doesn't make much sense to kill a Defiant Elf, because we can just hit it for 1 damage. So it's much better if we use our mana for something better than killing 1/1s. Just like in the real game. So you see our goblin fought there. He did a damage, so he respawned. And we are going to just rush her with goblin heroes. Get that mana crystal, drop another hero, pick up some mana here, drop another hero. She's down to 14, time to engulfing flames her. Engulfing flames to the face. Ooh, she's not even casting anything. She has just given up on life. And the goblins are going to get her. Alright. So that's how you do sorceries. My goblins were super happy. So now we have an enchantment spell. We have Fervor. So Fervor costs 4 mana, but it gives all of our creatures haste, which in Magic, of course, means you can attack with them the first time they come down. In this game, it means they just go really, really fast, which means they're going to get to the opponent much faster, and it means that they are going to deal damage faster. So we have something like 10 seconds to beat this guy, so we need to spawn a whole bunch of goblin heroes. And then we will cast Fervor. So now they're all going to go a lot faster. And they are going to just smack him. We can cast another one. We probably don't even need that one. Oh, I've hit my creature limit. We can have 5. And there we go. We got him. And those are some happy, happy goblins. So now we've learned about haste, so now we get a Raging Goblin, a 1/1 creature that has haste naturally, so it can rush in there and get damage, or at least try to hold back the opponent's creatures. But as a 1/1, it's probably going to die to most creatures that get cast. So we have to win this mission by casting a Goblin Duelist, along with other things. But it's a 1-drop, which means we get to cast it pretty fast. So we can drop him, he can fight with him, drop a hero, collect some mana, get another mana crystal. Let's cast a bunch of Raging Goblins. Whoops.
Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin. Elvish
And then I guess we should try to like build some Goblin heroes and then maybe make them hasty. Whoops. And we crashed. 1 second. It's the joy of old games. They don't necessarily work that great with new hardware and new software. So let's try again, spamming the goblins.
Elvish Warrior. Raging Goblin. Raging Goblin.
All the Raging Goblins. Let's get a Goblin hero down, and then let's attempt that Fervor plan again. How much is Fervor? 4 mana, so we can't even cast it yet. Smack that guy. Alright, so we've got 4 mana crystals, we just need them to refill. And then we can drop Fervor. Fervor, luckily, it acts as an enchantment, so it's just kind of always in effect. So any new Goblin heroes we cast will have haste. Actually, I think this thing up here might actually be indicating that we have Fervor. It's kind of cool. I've never noticed that before. That's useful to have.
Raging Goblin.
And we have dealt very little damage to our opponent. Ow!
Goblin Hero. Raging Goblin.
I feel like I need to spam the Goblin heroes. Because they can stand up to the 1/1s pretty well. It's the 2/2s they have trouble with. There we go, now we're starting to get through. So you can see kind of how it has that sort of MOBA feel to it, of just creatures attacking non-stop.
Raging Goblin.
She keeps getting kind of close. I wonder if she's collecting the mana things. We can run over and smack her. But you can see we're losing damage, but because she's so close to being dead, we can just finish her off. And what do we get now? We get Reckless Charge, a sorcery that gives +3/+0 and haste until the creature respawns. So they get through one time as a 4/1 or a 5/2, a speedy one at that, and then they respawn. So you want to cast that when you know the creature's going to actually hit them. So we're going to spawn some creatures and make them hit him.
Goblin hero.
So we can go Goblin Hero, Goblin Hero, Goblin Hero.
Engulfing flame.
Engulfing Flames is not what I wanted to do. Let's go Reckless Charge on him. So it's always on the closest one. So you see this Goblin here is now like a 5/2. So we can cast Reckless Charge on all of our goblins as they respawn this time. And that should be 5, 10, 12. That should finish him off. Oh, almost finished him off. This goblin will finish him off. Or we could actually Engulfing Flames him for the finish.
You really think you can win?
So there's an awful lot to keep in mind. There's an awful lot to keep in mind, all the spells that you have and what to do with them. Now we get a 1/2 flyer. So flyers, of course, don't interact with the ground creatures. They just fly right on over. They're weaker, though. This is a 1/2 for 3, which is pretty expensive. But we can give it Reckless Charge and make it into a 4/2 flyer that's basically unblockable, because I don't think the green player has anything that blocks flyers, or at least not yet. So we're going to collect our mana orbs, drop a Raging Goblin, just kind of hit up a blocker. We're going to grab that. Yeah, I really don't see the mana timer that it talked about for when the things respawn. That's not what I want to do. I want a goblin. I want a goblin. Kill him down. I want a flyer. So he's got 1 power, or 1 toughness, so we can kill him.
Goblin sky.
Make a flyer. This guy's a problem. So let's shields up, I guess. Kill him. Make a hero, and then we can start trying to Reckless Charge that flyer. So if we Reckless Charge it, I don't know if that got through or not. Goblin Hero! Goblin Hero! Goblin Hero! Ow! Everything hitting me.
Reckless charge.
Reckless Charge. You've got 1 toughness.
Goblin hero.
You've got 1 toughness. You've got 1 toughness.
Goblin hero.
Goblin Hero, let's Reckless Charge, I guess, the Goblin Hero by accident. It's the downside of the Reckless Charge being the closest thing, because I want it to always be on the flyer. So that's going to take her to 3, that'll take her to 1, that'll take her to... or sorry, 3? Oh, right, Engulfing Flames is hitting the nearest thing, whatever that may be.
Engulfing
So we'll take her to 2, and then we'll just finish her off. Smack! Smack!
Did you really think?
Got her! It's getting more complex. It's definitely getting a fair bit more complex. Now we get Scorching Missile. Deals 4 damage directly to the enemy duelist. Costs 4 mana, but 4 damage straight to the face, ignoring any creatures in front. So it's a good finisher, I assume. I've never gotten past the tutorials. In fact, I've never done all the tutorials. But anyways, we now need to learn how to punch through a strong defense and defeat the enemy duelist. Use Scorching Missile. So they have a giant spider, which is a blocker, so it doesn't come onto my side. But it's pretty tough, and your creatures won't really get through it. So yeah, we can try to Engulfing Flames it. Oh, I guess we're not just doing Scorching Missile, we are actually doing a full fight here.
Goblin hero.
Let's make a hero. You killed my hero.
Goblin hero.
Like a meanie pants. Let's kill him. Kill him. Giant Spider is a blocker, which means it stays where it is. It's also special because it is a ground creature, so yes, it does have reach. So we do really kind of need to be casting Scorching Missile to finish this off, I think. Although, we can kill that spider right now with an Engulfing Flames. Nope. Engulfing Flames hits the closest. Let's just smack it. There we go, that's a dead spider.
Reckless charge.
Waste some mana on a Reckless Charge we don't need. These guys have 1 toughness. They both successfully hit me anyways.
Sky Raider. Reckless charge.
There we go, that Sky Raider should kill that spider. Or not. Oh no, it did. Ah, I've done so little damage. Give me mana. Ow. Scorching Missile! Scorching Missile! Little bit late on the shield there. Scorching Missile.
Scorching missile.
Scorching Missile. Let's shield up here. Oop, nope. We used all my mana. I can't shield up. Oh, There's so much going on. I'm down to 3 life. That's not good. Fervor is not what I wanted to do. Engulfing flames. Please go away, sir. Please go away. Alright, alright, alright. I've got mana. I've got mana. All I need to do is Scorching Missile him twice. Scorching Missile. Let's shield up here if I can get some mana. Shield up. Smack him. Smack. Smack him. Did not smack him. I need a goblin. Goblin, go hit him, please. And we'll hit him. He'll respawn. Ooh, we're so close. We're so close. Scorching Missile. Scorching Missile. Got there. Oh. Oh. I'm almost wondering if I should take back my offer of potentially playing this weekly. It's so hard. Retromancer deals 3 damage to any duelist who targets it with a sorcery. That's bad news. Blue Morning. Alright. I don't think I've gone this far in the tutorials, so we'll see if I can get past this. Hey, a new mage! This blue duelist likes to unsummon most creatures. You now have more than 3 creature spells in your spellbook. To access the Retromancer spell on the second page of your... Oh god, you can have more than 3? Use the K key. Oh. Okay, so I actually need to make a quick change. I didn't bother with some controls here. Previous page. Let's set it not as left mouse, as that button. Next page is that button. Accept. Alright, so that's horrifying that we can have multiple pages. So Retromancer costs 4. So let's do a Raging Goblin here. Oh, she's just going to unsummon it, isn't she? Well, show me how you unsummon. Or just smack it in the face. That's a flyer. It's a 2/2. So if we flames it and then hit it, that's no problem. Need a mana orb. Need a mana orb. Ow! There we go. Mana orbs. Oh, hey, there we go. Retromancer. Oh, Retromancer is not whenever an opponent, it's whenever anybody, so I can't Reckless Charge it either. So I do want to Reckless Charge something, though. Or I could Scorching Missile at her face. She's almost dead. Duelist is cast on summon on the creature. On summon is a blue sorcery, forces it closest enemy to respond. Cool, cool, cool. I'm done with her. Ooh, oh, I'm really slow in there. That's not good. There we go. Got her! I don't know if that was a spell that made me go really slow, or an effect, or what it was. Anyways, we now have Threaten. It gives the caster control over the closest enemy creatures, gives that creature haste, and makes it attack the enemy duelist until it respawns. Just like Threaten actually does in Magic. It's kind of cool how they have taken the Magic spells and converted them into sort of an action game, while keeping the same sort of mechanics that those spells have. Figure out how to defeat the enemy. It may seem impossible, but where there's a will, there's a way. And then it tells me how to do it anyways. You must use Threaten at least once. How much does Threaten cost? It is a 5 mana spell. Okay, so I have to live that long. Elvish Warrior. Take a damage. Take a damage. Deal the damage to me. Alright. More mana. Wait, why does it seem impossible? Isn't this just not Reckless Charge? You're dumb. You're a terrible duelist. I'm confused why it was telling me this may seem impossible. Maybe he's casting creatures faster than normal. I need another mana so I can threaten. Ow. I want control of you. Wow, that's got a long casting time. And didn't do that much, to be honest.
Goblin Hero.
Goblin Hero, save me!
Goblin Hero.
Alright, let's get control of this. Let's get control of this. Goblin Hero. Oh god, no. Okay, so I should threaten that. Some green creatures have the Trample ability. Creatures with trample always attack and do not respawn until they successfully attack the enemy duelist. Creatures with trample lose power equal to the damage they deal to other creatures until they respawn. Okay, so it doesn't respawn when it attacks. I see. Please don't. So, shield. Oof. Now it'll respawn. And now we're going to continue getting mana. And cast Threaten. You are mine! Ha 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 ha. And now he is spamming the Defiant Elves, so we're just going to hang around, kill some elves, get our mana back, and threaten that thing again. Oh, it died. Cool. Without doing any damage to him. That's less cool. Alright, let's take control of it. And then let's do some flyers.
Reckless charge.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm in trouble. Ow. Alright, so if I don't get 5 mana really fast, I am toast. Yeah, I'm just gonna be toast. How much power does he do? We'll find out here. Oh, we're not dead. We're not dead. And we need... Oh, we've got the mana. Alright. Threaten. And then hope. We need to, like, get 4 mana and scorch his face. And not be hit by any of these elves. Scorch his face! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's back. He's back and he is angry, but we can Scorching Missile and pull it off. Wow. Okay. I have no idea how I'm actually going to win a real match. Goblin King. Goblin King gives each goblin +1/+1 bonus as long as it lives. This bonus does not apply to Goblin King. Each other goblin creature gets +1/+1. I'm pretty sure we chose the wrong thingy. Turn back the elvish hordes and defeat the enemy duelist. You must use Goblin King at least once. Sounds good. How much does Goblin King cost? Goblin King costs 3. That's not too bad. Enemy has summoned a Llanowar Elf, which is a creature that can create mana shards. Creatures with the abilities like this move to the back of the arena where they perform their function. Okay. That's pretty good for you.
Goblin Hero.
Can I take your mana? No, I can't. Would have been nice if I could. Alright, let's make a Goblin King.
Goblin King.
And then let's spam the goblins, if I can get mana.
Raging Goblin.
Ooh, my Raging Goblins are going to be 2/2s.
Goblin Hero. Engulfing Flame. Reckless Charge.
Is my Goblin King alive? My Goblin King is still alive. That's good. Now he's dead. Let's make another one. Oh no, he's back. I wonder if they stack. It looks like they stack. Good to know. Alright, we've got a lot of creatures. Let's just hang back. And watch her get smashed. There we go. Goblinder. Magma Giant deals 2 damage to all creatures in Duelist when it comes into play. Nice. So Fervor's not in my spellbook. Did I hit something by accident? You cannot have more than 10 spells. Oh, okay, so you can have 10 spells in your playbook. So we're getting rid of Fervor to have a Magma Giant. Alright. Defeat the enemy duelist before he overruns you with creatures. When summoned, Magma Giant deals 2 damage to all other creatures in Duelists. The enemy... All creatures in Duelists. The enemy will cast Overrun, which gives each of his creatures +3/+3 and Trample. Okay, so we are desperately going to try to get a Magma Giant, which costs 5. A little bit gross. More mana crystals. More mana crystals. I don't want to get overrun. It's a card that should never have been printed. Oh, I think I just realized these little things on the ground are where the enemies will spawn. So where you cast them is where they're going to respawn each time. Oh, that's super good to know. That's super useful knowledge. Magma Giant! 2 to everything. Doesn't have trample. That's a shame.
Goblin hero.
Elvish warrior. Glanawar elf.
I should reckless charge my giant. Oh, he's only got 1 health. Down he goes. Alright, let's refill some mana. Let's make another giant. Whoa, okay. He has overrun death to your things. Do some engulfing flames. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Glanawar elf.
Goblin hero.
Okay, so overrun's not an enchantment. It's just a sorcery. That's good.
Reckless charge.
Alright, let's reckless charge this goblin. Oh, he overrun again. Oh no. He's at 5. If I can Scorching Missile, I can maybe end this. Oh, that's a lot of power coming at me. Shield! Shield! Nope.
Your style is interesting, but lacks substance.
He was close. We probably should have Scorching Missiled him just like 1 more time than we did that game. Let's try this 1 more time. Video is starting to get a little bit long. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through all the tutorials, but I will try.
Glanawar elf.
Reckless charge.
No, not Reckless Charge.
Glanawar elf.
Engulfing flame.
Engulfing Flames your elf.
Raging goblin.
I want to grab his mana crystals. Gimme. Oh, you can. Oh, I found a new strategy.
Goblin hero.
All the goblin heroes.
Glanawar
Let's
elf.
reckless charge some goblin heroes.
Glanawar elf.
Reckless charge.
Oh, uh-oh. He's almost dead. I need to cast a magma giant or I can't win. Mana, I need mana.
Glanawar elf.
Magma.
Magma giant. Oh, and the magma giant finishes him off with the final 2. Yeah, clear board. Clear board. That magma giant was just partying out. Gratuitous Violence enchantment is an enchantment that doubles the damage dealt by the controller's creatures, so they get double strike. Cool. Time is short and you must defeat this enemy duelist. You have a full mana bar, so cast quickly. You must use Gratuitous Violence. Well, it's the plan. Alright, so let's Gratuitous Violence and Goblin Heroes.
Goblin hero.
Maybe Reckless Charge them. Reckless Charge that one. Oh, I can't get in front. More goblins. Another Reckless Charge, I guess.
Reckless charge.
Oh! 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 We weren't quite fast enough. So yeah, I need to use Reckless Charge a little bit more. Good to know. Good to know. Or maybe make the creatures and then Gratuitous Violence. So let's go creature, creature, Gratuitous Violence, Reckless Charge, Goblin Hero, Reckless Charge number 2. There we go, that'll do it. Got him.
Did you really think you could win?
I feel like there's a ton of min-maxing that you could do with the spell book and getting all the right spells that you want. We got a Volcanic Dragon, a 4/4 Flying Haste for 5 mana. That's expensive. Red Dragon. So we're getting rid of our crappy flyer in exchange for our expensive but good flyer. So he's got a giant spider. What is it? It's a 2... Oh, of course it's a 2/4. It's a giant spider. This is what I love about this game, is that, you know, why would you ever ask what a giant spider is? Of course it's a 2/4. So why wouldn't it be a 2/4 in this game? Alright, so we have to cast Volcanic Dragon. Will do. Whoa, spider dude. His creatures are very speedy this game. I don't like it. They have so much life. They have so much life.
Engulfing flame.
Elvish warrior.
I don't even think a dragon will save us at this point.
Raging goblin. Goblin hero. Goblin hero.
Mana crystal.
Elvish warrior.
Alright, come on. Dragon.
Volcanic dragon.
Volcanic dragon. So it's a 4/4, so it's going to kill the spider in one hit. So I guess that's good. And then it's going to get to respawn
Goblin hero.
and fly in for 4. I guess we could try to get a gratuitous violence down, but
Warrior.
I don't feel like I can live that long.
Engulfing flame.
No, I'm just dead here.
Engulfing flame.
Wow!
Style is
That was harsh.
but lacks substance.
Alright, we will try this one more time, and then probably wrap it up. And then if you guys want to see me continue to play this as a weekly thing, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Alright, let's make sure we get these. Yeah, he starts with a dude. He starts with a dude. Goblin hero.
Alana war Elvish warrior.
Goblin hero.
Alright, this is where I think I stumbled last time. I missed my 4th mana crystal for a while.
Flame.
Elvish warrior.
Spider, stop it.
Goblin hero. Goblin hero.
Alright, Volcanic Dragon. Just need some mana for it. Kill that, take your mana shards. Engulfing Flames you, take your mana shards.
Elvish warrior.
Shield up, because I'm just gonna die. And then Dragon!
Volcanic dragon.
Spider, stop it.
Goblin hero.
Reckless charge the dragon. It's the only way.
Elvish warrior.
Do it again. Oh, no, dragon's dead. Dragon's just dead.
Engulfing flame. Engulfing flame.
Okay, I think we just lose this
Goblin
one.
hero.
I think we're toast. Please don't.
Engulfing flame.
Ow.
Style is interesting.
Alright, we are going to have to come back to that in a future week. This video is getting pretty long, but hopefully you guys enjoyed MTG Battlegrounds. It's a really interesting game. It's a great sort of reinterpretation of Magic, which there's not too many things that do that really out there. But definitely let me know what you thought of this game. If you played this game, let me know what your experience of it was. Does it get better? Does it get worse? Let me know. And of course, as I said, if you want to see me play this as a weekly kind of thing, probably on Fridays, maybe on Mondays, but definitely as an additional piece of content. It will replace nothing on the channel. Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at @TheManaLeak. That's L-E-E-K, like the vegetable, not the card. And you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/TheManaLeak, as well as Twitch at twitch.tv/TheManaLeak, of course. If you enjoy my videos, please click that thumbs up icon. Please subscribe as well so you can keep up to date on all the latest videos. And as always, if you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.